everybody. Welcome to Top Comics to Pre-Order in a Flash. I'm Andy.
I'm Matt.
We're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and this is our real quick show where we show you some of the biggest and best books that you can pre-order by this weekend. And there is some pretty big ones on this that you don't want to miss out on. So head on over to infinityflux.net right now where you can start placing your pre-orders for these books that come out in a few weeks. And we're going to kick it off with a big one.
Yeah, we have got Batman Deadpool #1. So this is the one that's published by DC. Marvel published the other one. And as far as we know, this main story, is not a continuation of the one from the Marvel book, or at least it doesn't sound like it. So this is written by Grant Morrison. The art is by Dan Mora. That is your team on Claus, and I hope they come back together someday. In this one, it says, the Dark Knight and the Merc with the Mouth team up for an adventure so mind-bending, you'll think you're in a dream.
That sounds like very Grant Morrison.
That does sound like Grant Morrison. So on top of that, we have a Constantine, Doctor Strange team up from Scott Snyder, James Tynion, and Joshua Williamson, and Hayden Sherman. There is a Nightwing and Laura Kinney Wolverine team up from Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo. There is a Hulk and Harley Quinn team up from Mariko Tamaki and Amanda Connor, and a Static and Miss Marvel story from G. Willow Wilson and Dennis Cowan.
We'll have to see. Maybe there's going to be a bonus story in this like there was in the last one.
Yeah.
But it's going to be fun to find out. Next up, we have another big one, Ultimate Universe 2 years in. 2 years in, and maybe that's all it's in.
Maybe.
We'll have to see. But this is by Dennis Camp and Alex Pagnadel, with art by Phil Noto, Francesco Manna, and more, because there's going to be, I think they said 5 different artists taking over different parts of the story. All paths lead to Endgame in preparation for the Maker's return. And it looks like this is going to spotlight a lot of the cosmic characters. The Ultimate Guardians have been traveling across the time and space, recruiting members new and old. We already know we are getting the Ultimate Daredevil, who is a cosmic being in this. And it says expect a lot more characters. So right here at what seems to be the end of the Ultimate Universe, we're getting a bunch of new characters and new storylines. So
Ultimate Universe 2 years in, you open the book and it just says the end. You know, that's it.
But we'll have to see. This is exciting, and this is going to be, I'm guessing, kind of your setup issue leading into Ultimate Endgame.
Next up is Final Boss #1. So this is written and drawn by Tyler Kirkham. This is his creator-owned book that has actually been out there for a few years on Kickstarter and things like that, but now it is coming to Image Comics. This is described as an over-the-top adventure that's a high-octane nod to classic action stories. It's about this guy here, Tommy Brazen. He uses his newfound powers, and I don't know what those powers are, but he uses his powers for various paid enforcer gigs, only to uncover a past far more complex than he ever imagined. So I heard about this several years ago and never got the chance to read it, so can't wait to do that now.
Next up, we have Doctor Strange #1, but this is still the very Asgardian Doctor Strange, and this definitely feels like it's playing off the end of whatever the end of One World Under Doom is, because since Doctor Strange is trapped on Asgard, he is not able to get his position back as the Sorcerer Supreme, so he is still going to continue to kind of do almost like detective work while he is in Asgard and the other realms as they are cut off from Midgard. But he's going to need a little bit of help, and that comes in the form of Angela for this one. So if you are a fan of the more Asgardian Doctor Strange, check out this new #1.
Next is DC's I Saw Ma Hunkel Kissing Santa Claus. So this is your holiday anthology book from DC featuring various writers and artists. We know we're going to get a story in here of Supergirl going on winter vacation with a blind date. There is going to be a story about Galaxy, who tries and fails to clear her superheroing schedule to spend Hanukkah with her sweetheart. And we don't know the other stories yet. Maybe Jay Garrick and Stargirl, or maybe we'll have maybe some JSA stuff, because Jade's on the cover there too. But it's just a new DC holiday anthology book.
And go for a deep cut with Ma Hunkel. Next up, I'm so excited about this, Capes #1. So if you're not familiar, Capes was actually released quite a few years ago during the early days of Invincible. And it is basically like the other characters in Invincible, and these have shown up within the show and different kind of other media related to Invincible. But they are re-releasing Capes in single issue format, but with updated art and dialogue. And for the first 5 or 6 issues, it's going to be kind of a reprint, but with updated art and dialogue.
Like
But
a modernized
a
reprint. Yeah.
modernized, but then after that is continuing as a new ongoing
Nice.
series. So if you're a fan of Invincible and you like all those other characters like Machine Head, Kid Thor,
J. Jonah Jameson.
that's actually Commander Capitalism.
Oh.
Uh, then you want to get this. This is a great companion piece. And you got Battle Beast going on. Get capes as well, and usher in a new era
Mhm.
of the Kirkman superhero universe.
And next is Wiccan, Witch's Road #1. This is all about Wiccan and Hulkling. This is described as a dark, macabre adventure down the Witch's Road that will reshape Wiccan and the magical fabric of the Marvel Universe forever. That'll remain to be seen. But Wiccan and Hulkling arrive back on Earth, I guess, after the Imperial event is over. But Hulkling is grievously wounded, and Wiccan, it's going to be up to him to save the day. But what lengths will he be willing to go to save Hulkling? And I guess it has something to do with the Witch's Road.
Next up, we have Absolute Batman number 14. We actually talked about this about a week
Yeah,
ago,
last Wednesday.
but it did get moved. But we got to talk about it again because it is one of the biggest books coming out.
Hmm.
And this one, it is Batman and Catwoman take on Bane in a final all-out fight. But how will this change Batman going forward? A lot has happened to him in this storyline that looks like it's not going to be easily rectified. Plus, we know we are getting a new Catwoman, Absolute Catwoman miniseries coming up after this. We'll see if this maybe sets up a little bit of that, but very excited for Absolute
Hmm.
Batman number 14.
And next is the Vampirella Helliday 2025 special. In the aftermath of last year's North Pole shenanigans, Vampirella finds herself facing off against the spirits of every major holiday that the calendar has to offer, and they're all determined to thwart her magnanimous mission to make the winter solstice season magical once more. So, Vampirella fans, here is your holiday book.
Get ready for the Easter Bunny coming in
Right.
hot. And next up, we have Fantastic Four number 6. We actually wanted to put the J. Scott Campbell cover here because this kind of represents what this storyline is going to be. Because this is Invincible Woman Part 1. This is going to be a new storyline in Fantastic Four that looks like we are going to get the return of Malice, which is a persona of Sue Storm when Psycho Man
Yeah.
messed with her and she became this. But this is going to be a great jumping on point. Plus, it sounds really fun as some aliens are trying to stop the rotation of the Earth. So one point of the Earth is always at the sun. It starts to boil and melt, and they're going to take over that as their spot. And can the Fantastic Four stop them? I'm interested to see how this leads to the return of Malice, but sounds really cool. And you've got this great J. Scott Campbell cover as well. And that is it for Top Comics to pre-order in a flash. Thank you so much for watching. Head on over to infinityflux.net right now where you can start placing your pre-orders for these awesome books that are releasing around mid to late November,
Mhm.
something like that. So get your orders in now so you don't miss out on any of these books. And until next time, see
See
ya.
ya.